Why, hi there, and welcome to the DoDCast. Today, District on Deck's expert Ricky Keeler talks with newly acquired Austin Adams. Austin, if you remember, came over from the Los Angeles Angels in a trade that sent Danny Espinoza west.
Hey, doing well, Ricky. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for taking the time with us. Definitely do appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
So first question for you is, where were you when you found out you were traded to the Nats, and what was your reaction when you found out that news?
I was hanging out with my wife and some of our friends, having went out with some friends that I dinner, and then went back home and we're hanging out and got a call from Mike Patessa with the Angels. And I knew it was either, one or two things. Either get DFA'd or I was. So, it's a great organization like you guys, and I'm excited and really looking forward to the year coming up.
You were also traded with a teammate of yours, Kyle McGowan. Have the two of you talked about the trade, and is it a little more helpful to you when you get traded with a teammate?
Helpful.
More easier, yeah.
I think you just you have someone to talk about it with. But there are a few guys that are in the national system. So, but yeah, that was really cool for Kyle and I. And actually, hey, did you get the call? And I texted him back and messed with him a little bit and was like, "Oh, what call are you talking about?" And then he got freaked out a little bit and was like, "Oh no!" But it was really cool, man. Just that and to really excited to get over there, West Palm Beach.
What were your favorite teams growing up watching, and your favorite pitchers?
Growing up, so I'm from Tampa Bay, Florida. So before the Rays were here, I was a big Braves and Astros fan. My dad's from San Antonio, Texas, so I was a big Astros fan growing up, and really enjoyed watching Roger Clemens, Billy Wagner, pretty much all the Astros guys back in the day, Roy Oswalt. And then as I've gotten older, I've really enjoyed watching like older guys like Nolan Ryan and I'm drawing like Tom Seaver. Like those are probably my two favorite pitchers of all time. Probably Tom Seaver is my favorite pitcher ever. So, but growing up, I would say Roger Clemens and Pedro Martinez, my two favorite pitchers.
Is there a pitcher that you emulated as you moved on in your career, whether it be high school, college, and then into the professional?
I was a huge Barry Zito fan too growing up, just because I loved his curveball. So I guess if I acted like I was anyone while I was on the Little League field, it was probably Barry Zito. Just trying to act like I was throwing that big, 12-6 curveball. And, that's probably the main guy. But as I've gotten older, I just try to watch back-end bullpen guys and see how they just attack everyone and how aggressive they are and just pound the zone. And that's just something I've been trying to learn and work on constantly.
Now, for those who haven't seen you pitch, or I'm sure Nationals fans who haven't, how would you describe your arsenal of pitches?
Oh, man. I don't know if I should go the humble way. But, I would say I got a pretty good repertoire. I would say I got throw a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, throw a changeup every once in a while. My go-to pitch is a slider. I primarily use the 2-seam more as my changeup than anything, just going away from lefties. So
I want to take you back 1 year ago to that May 18th, 2015. You had a relief outing where you struck out all 6 batters you faced, took you I think it was 27 pitches, something like that. When you're that locked in like that, how does it make you feel as a pitcher? Is it just more comfortable for you when you dominate an outing like that?
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny because Trevor Gott was actually with us at the time in AA. So actually the outing before that was my first outing in AA, and I walked 30 guys on 12 pitches. So I was going to get sent back down, and I was pretty worried. And then I got back out there, and so I got all 6 guys that I faced, and so it was like two opposite ends of the spectrums. But yeah, it's I don't look too much into it. It's just a good day. It's some days are good, some days are bad, and you just move on, no matter what the outcome was.
Now, at the end of last season, you ended with a .71 ERA, or .77 ERA over your last 11 games. Does that, ending the season the way you did, does that give you more confidence as you head into your workouts and head into your preparation for this coming season?
I take I look at every season as a whole. I don't really, split up from, halves. I guess I could. And, the pitching coach over there with Scott Budna over there with the Travelers last year helped me out a lot. And, going into the season or going into that season, I always look at, the season as a whole and see, what things I need to work on. And then, from the strength aspect, is it from a mobility aspect, is it from, getting better with is it expanding my repertoire, is it, whatever it is, can I be throwing harder, can I be doing this, what can I do to help myself out to become a better pitcher. But yeah, I felt like that helped a lot, and it definitely put me on the radar for other teams.
You mentioned some of the things you work on. You look at the season as a whole. So going into next season, what are some of the things you're looking to improve on the most?
I would say consistency. I mean that's probably been my biggest thing, and I know. I heard it while I was I'm still in minor leagues, but coming through the minor leagues, you hear coaches always say, the only difference between minor leaguers and major leaguers are consistency. And so, as I've gotten further up on the ranks, I've seen that's pretty true, and not have those outings where I'm walking a ton of guys, or in and out of the strike zone, but being consistent and all that stuff. Finding a way to get out there. But so yeah, I would say for the most part, working on command and control on all 3 of my pitches would probably be the biggest thing I'm working on right now.
I'm going to throw a little bit of a tough one here at you. From your time at USF and your time now in the Angels, your time in the Angels organization, who's the toughest hitter you've faced?
Oh man, that's a really good question. Can I get you, or do you want just one? Because I don't think I can just pick out one.
We'll throw a couple. Yeah, throw a couple out there.
All right. So I remember actually facing Matt Dindecker when I was a freshman in college. I know he's with the Nationals, so that'll be pretty cool talking to him. He was always a tough out over at UF. Also, who else? Faced Trey Mancini a few times. It was really good over at Notre Dame. Obviously through the minor leagues, Carlos Correa, Corey Seager. Corey Seager and Correa, those are really hard outs, and Trevor Story. And my time in the California League in 2014 seemed like there was prospects everywhere. So that was a pretty tough year. So, I would some of the best hitters I've faced.
My last question for you would be, what's your message out there to Nats fans now that you're in this organization?
I'm super excited. I could not be more pumped to be part of a great organization, and looking forward to, in whatever way, in whatever capacity, helping to not only get to the playoffs, but help to win a World Series ring this year.
Awesome. Again, thanks for the time. Really appreciate it. Best of luck to you, and we'll talk again real soon. Thanks for the time.
We'd like to thank Austin Adams for being with us today and wish him the best in 2017. You can follow Ricky Keeler at Rickinator555 on Twitter and District on Deck at District on Deck or districtondeck.com.